waiting with rapt attention.
Brilliant.
So please, wherever you are right now,
he has bought a new phone for
he,
this journey with a better camera.
Oh, fantastic!
We could not rely on the previous one.
He has invested a lot in this.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
we must do an asset declaration when he comes back. But where would he be by now? Are they flying already or?
No. They are preparing to
leave.
He is checking in.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So listen, it's too late. You can't join them. But you can certainly go to Adansi Travel's website to find out what other trips are in the offing. I hear they want to go to Tanzania. I'm definitely on board for that. Okay then. So listen, let's get to the issues. All right. Retired Colonel Damwa is the Commissioner of Customs. He has been responding to the Special Prosecutor's report on La Bianca, one of the biggest importers of frozen foods into Ghana. They were given some reductions in benchmark values that resulted in them not paying over 1 million cedis worth of tax. That money has now been paid as a result of this report. But Colonel Damwa is not happy. Let's hear him.
A report purporting or coming from the Office of the Special Prosecutor trying to indict the Deputy Commissioner of Operations and myself. And anybody who has read that report very well will know the basis of that. And luckily for me, God is always on my side. Before that report came, that person had made a statement to some people who had come to them. He was going to publish something that will discredit me, and he will do that. And I even sent people to go and tell him that he's a small boy. I'm older than him. I have lived a meaningful life. If he attempts to destroy me, it won't be easy for him. People have tried it. I have survived, and this one too, I'll survive. Happened. One of the reasons was because of Mr. Akurugu. He wanted Mr. Akurugu to be seconded to his office, and I said no. Mr. Akurugu is a customs officer, primarily employed to do customs work. And he is to partner Mr. Akutofachin in that office, African Continental Free Trade Area. He deals with tariffs and valuation. And therefore, I cannot second him to the Office of the Special Prosecutor. So that is it. That is the basis of that publication. But if you read it very well, there's nothing in it. It's hollow. It's actuated by malice. And those who are behind it, they know themselves. They know themselves. They've tried it several times. It is not working, and it won't work. I'm ready for any prosecution. That's what he must do. Not to say that they should do further investigations up to 2070.
By Section 12 of our law, the same Customs Act gives advance ruling. And the import of advance ruling is that someone who is bringing in goods can come and see Customs and say that I'm bringing this type of item, this quantity, and these are my values that the supplier wants to give to me to be able to buy. But I want to come and sit with you so that you reduce the value for purposes of application of the duty rate, the taxes that I'm going to pay. So let's say if the supplier is prepared to give the item at $1,000, right? Because he's buying more, the supplier may give it even with a discount of $1,000. Then he comes to say that, look, every month I'm going to buy so much, at least 200 containers of this item. And because customers is going to get reliable, sustainable source of revenue, can you now look at my value and reduce it, give me some discount? That is what the advance ruling talks about. La Bianca took advantage of this provision in the law and wrote to customs that they are supplying frozen food items. That each month, at least, they supply 200 containers. And for that, me as the commissioner, if you have one importer who gives you revenue regularly, sustainably, you'll be interested in that person. Because there are people who buy just one container, the whole year he won't buy another container. But this is the person who says every month I'm bringing 200, 300, 400. So that person is your regular, reliable stakeholder who will be giving you revenue.
Yeah, so that's happening. Now we are joined by anti-corruption advocate and prominent Ghanaian lawyer, Martin Kpebu. He's on the phones now. Mr. Kpebu, it's good to have you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Kojo. Morning.
Yeah,
and,
so
remember to say rookie lawyer, not prominent.
yes, we'll agree to disagree on that. But look, there's a lot of commentary about this matter. But the facts are that the Special Prosecutor's Office has done an investigation into this matter. As part of that investigation, they have interviewed retired Colonel Damwa himself and the other officer of customs who is supposed to have granted this facility that ended up in a discounted tax duty being paid by La Bianca. These people were interviewed on record. But now that the report is out, it is being suggested that this is all part of a personal attack on retired Colonel Damwa. You've read the report. Does it read like, someone is just deliberately trying to make the retired colonel look bad?
Not at all, Kojo. Not at all. So let's go straight to the retired colonel's part. So you would find that, as you even stated earlier, the special prosecutor interviewed him, okay? And you see that that's at paragraph 4.31. He admits that Eduche didn't do the right thing and sought to even distance himself from it. So that's page 9. Let's read it briefly. It says, the OSC finds that though Colonel retired Damwa sought to distance himself from Mr. Eduche's decision during his interview on 16 February 2022, he gave his tacit approval to the decision, and the determination stood to the benefit of the applicant. Indeed, Mr. Eduche's decision would not have passed muster but for Colonel Damwa's apparent approval. The half-hearted seeming recantation is unhappily belated and does not absolve Colonel Damwa of ultimate responsibility for the apparently contrived decision. You say, so that's just one out of several. So I like the way you're saying it, because that we should keep it simple to the facts. So, Kojo, even before this report came out, the La Bianca company, which is owned by the Asoma Hine, agreed and paid the 1 million plus cedis into the asset recovery fund of the OS. Kojo, let's not belittle the fact that this woman is a member, the owner of the company is a member of the Council of State and a board member of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Her company is doing so well. So it means that she had the best of lawyers. Okay. So she went there with a lawyer and subsequently agreed that the company should pay. So this subsequent, subsequent reactions that no, nothing went wrong, they are too late in the day. The horses have bolted. They agreed, they are liable, that's why they paid. And so now you can't go back that, oh, no, it's not true. Colonel Damwa was interviewed. He distanced himself, trying to say the Eduche didn't do the right thing. But he forgot that he is ultimately responsible. So that meaning that worst case scenario, Colonel Damwa, wasn't watching. He was sleeping on the job, that his deputy was doing illegal things. So Colonel Damwa can't take himself out of this case. It's just too late in the day. So the ad hominem arguments that special prosecutor is a small boy and all that, it's neither here nor there. Okay, he should just accept. Thankfully, special prosecutor hasn't said he wants to prosecute him. So me, really, I don't see the grounds for the attack. You see, the man is looked at it and said, look, I've taken the money is being paid, and then special prosecutor is now going on to do the wider investigations of the whole system from 2017 to 2021. So Kenneth Damwa should thank his stars that special prosecutor didn't opt to do prosecution.
Is that not significant, though? The fact that in the recommendations or the way forward in that report, there is no mention of prosecution. is that not significant? Does that not suggest that indeed the special prosecutor is unable to prove the commission of any crime here?
Oh, no, I don't think so. If he wants to, he can, because and the laws under causing financial loss, your omissions can amount to causing financial loss. So in this case, where was Damwa looking when Eduche was doing these things? So they go together. Where was Damwa looking when Eduche was undertaking those transactions and giving discounts? You say, so if a special prosecutor was minded to do a prosecution, he could have, because it directly lands on Damwa's desk. Eduche reports to Damwa. Eduche is deputy in charge, okay? So, and Damwa is the customs commissioner. So Eduche reports to Damwa. So if your subordinate reports to you and you are not reading the reports, you are not looking over his work, you are both liable. But me, you see, Kojo, the thing is that for customs, this problem has been there for decades. So, let's be grateful for small mercies. You remember the one that Mills went there to complain when he went to the harbor to complain that they were just, taking too many bribes and blah, blah, blah. At least Kisio Jabe has built on it. He has specifically come out with a report on some specific transactions. I'm not too keen on prosecution at this stage. It's better that the special prosecutor says he wants to do the wider investigation. Yes, let's do that. You see, at least to the extent that the money is being recovered, that's the best. All right? Let's go on with the wider investigations. And Kojo, if I'm not running ahead of myself, this also brings to the fore the matter of resourcing the special prosecutor.
Yeah.
They had long asked for servers. They want servers so that they can plug into the ports, so that they can see all these transactions independently. Because the special prosecutor is not happy to take manifest and all that from the customs division. No, people can manipulate the manifest. When we say the manifest, that's the documents when the importers are bringing in the goods and all that. Yeah. Okay? And the invoices. They can be manipulations. But if you give the special prosecutor the resources, that in this case, they've asked for survey so that they can plug into customs directly, and then they can monitor the transactions. Then we'll be safe. Because, look, let's not kid ourselves. This thing that special prosecutor even wants to undertake, I've been asking myself since the report came, I said, hey, can this man do it? Because, Kojo, you and I know, we can't mention names on air because of, we don't have solid proof. But we all know anecdotal evidence that the customs, the ports, that's one of the biggest centers of corruption in Ghana. Yes, just like what special prosecutor has uncovered in this La Bianca case. Runs into millions of dollars. Okay, so I asked myself that, hey, special prosecutor, can he finish this exercise successfully? Okay, but of course that means that we all need to give him the support, like what you are doing this morning by bringing this case to the front burner. Okay, because we need to make all the noise we can. Otherwise, Charlie, the forces that are at the other end will muscle the special prosecutor.
Let's touch on the La Bianca role in all of this. As I read in the report, La Bianca applied for one thing. They wanted a reduction in the benchmark values, and they asked for something like 80% reduction.
Yeah.
Some preposterous, huge.
Excellent.
And that was actually denied. Okay.
Yeah.
The response to that request was no, you can't have it. Then later, this deputy who reports to the Commissioner of Customs, this deputy then grants them something else called a customs advance ruling, and that results in something like a 10% discount.
Yeah.
But this is a discount they did not apply for. That's what they've said on record, according to the Office of the Special Prosecutor. They never applied for a customs advance ruling.
Yeah.
So when the matter is being dealt with, when the customs officials are being dealt with for wrongly giving a customs advance ruling, can La Bianca be held liable?
Yes, and the facts of this case, yes, they also know because sometimes you look at the state of knowledge of the operators. You said you didn't apply for that. What you applied for was a reduction in the BVM, benchmark value, BMV. Okay, so why didn't you reject it? You say, no, this is not what I asked for. Why didn't you reject?
Oh, a discount?
Why?
A business reject a discount?
Yes, in the circumstances of this case. Kojo, we are not talking about this greenhorns. They've been operators in the industry. They say they set up 2014. But there are even other writers that show that Mrs. Sasuma has been in the industry for about how many, 30 years or so.
Right.
So these are not greenhorns. So if you say that that's not what you asked for, don't you reject it?
Okay. So all right. Now the small boy comment, which is generating a lot of conversation. The retired colonel is describing the special prosecutor of the Republic of Ghana as a small boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in terms of age, yes, he is older than the special prosecutor. But what kind of signal does it send when the head of one state institution is calling the head of another state institution as a small boy?
Yeah. Ad hominem arguments, right? So you see that Kenneth Damwa didn't come to the merits. He was using ad hominem arguments, age, small boy, not old enough and all that. That's certainly not something to be applauded. And we must condemn it with all the strength that we have, in us. We have to condemn it. It's not, and I think the proper thing Kenneth Damwa has to do is to come out and apologize. He's not required to do that, It's not about brawn. It's about brains. Not brawn, not age. We are talking about brains. So the special prosecutor, he went through a system. He was qualified for the job, and he was appointed. So it doesn't lie in the mouth of Kenneth Damwa to use age to belittle the work of the special prosecutor. So I think the least Kenneth Damwa can do is to apologize. Maybe, of course, naturally, the report having indicted him is we expected that he'll be angry, he'll be disappointed. Yes, emotions. We can't run away from our emotions in such matters. But now that it's been 2 days, yesterday and today, I'm sure the right thing he has to do is to come out and then apologize. Because he himself, what is his age? So just a few months ago, wearing it's not rumors, it's even news. And he was about to be taken off. Didn't he have to go and lobby? People were up in arms that he should go. People were up in arms at the Customs Division that he should go. Didn't he have to lobby? Wasn't he also overraged? So would somebody say that because he's also overraged, that means that he should go? I thought that he was retained on his merit. Based on his qualifications or something like that. You see, so he should even be the last person to be mentioning age, because other people too can mention his age too as a problem elsewhere. You see that thing? Yes. So I think Kenneth Damwa should just do the right thing. We all make mistakes. Listen, we are all trying. Everybody is trying to build. We are all trying to contribute to build Ghana. And in the process, mistakes will happen here and there. He should withdraw that comment and then come on the merits. We take the report and answer point by point those that concern him. Then we can see what to make of his real answers, not the ad hominem ones about age and then conspiracy theories.
Right. So what would you expect to happen next? I mean, the special prosecutor has issued a report. What next?
Yeah, so he says he's going to do a wider scale investigation, which is very heartwarming, like I mentioned earlier. I looked at it and I was like, wow. But his special prosecutor, he doesn't apparently appear to be well-resourced for the job. But, I'm sure slowly but surely he'll get there. Because the last time I went there, I keep saying that place looks like a ghost town. There are not many employees. Makinamidu's structure is virtually empty. Very few investigators and other staffers. So this huge job that he's going to do without a lot of logistics, it means that he's really going to have a lot of headache. And so, Kojo, maybe you guys should take on the Minister of Finance. Let's ask him how much has he released to special prosecutor so far. Because the last time we had, it was a small figure. I've forgotten exactly what it is, but it was so small. And then let's also take some lessons from Martin Amidu's time. You remember for well over a year after Amidu took office, he was not paid. Yeah. And look, from experience, if you see that your predecessor was not, somebody's predecessor was not paid for the year, we should be asking whether Ejabin has been paid. Because, like when it comes to people on government payroll, it's something that, I remember hearing stories about it when I was as young as about 11 years old. And that problem is persistent. You hear teachers are employed today, their salaries never come until over a year. Some even in recent times it's gone up to 3 years. So Kojo, we should be interested in finding out that since Amidu was not paid for the year when he took office, and I think it even went well over that, we should find out if TC and his staffers, are they being paid? Are they being paid? And the other resources, as for the other resources, we can see with our eyes that he doesn't have the, at least like I said, when I went into that yard a few times, 2 or 3 times, I didn't see as many cars and I didn't see as many human beings. So that's one we can tell. At least we don't need anybody, we don't need to make inferences. When you go there, you can observe. You see, and they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So when you go in there, the first thing that strikes you is that this building is understaffed, totally understaffed. So we need to support Kisi. So could you try that next week you'll come back? What has the finance minister released so far to the special prosecutor? And what has the special prosecutor asked for? How are they being paid? Because we need to support. Because it's for all of us. Otherwise, we'll sit down and people will plunder all of us, and then we will be poorer. Then later they even say that how could you ambo brebia? Meanwhile, your classmates went to the other side and plundered the state.
I want to say thank you to Martin Amidu for joining us this morning. Martin Kpebu. Forgive me.
Since there is reference
because we've been talking about Martin Amidu. Forgive me. Martin Kpebu, of course, is an anti-corruption advocate and also a Ghanaian legal practitioner. All right, listen. Let's Ray, look. There has not been any suggestion that Colonel Damwa is to be prosecuted.
Not at all.
But he's indignant.
Maybe after further investigations, after the indication that there is a deeper probe expected. In all fairness, I'm getting used to the thinking in the Republic of Ghana that first, everybody knew getting a special prosecutor was the right way to go, because we knew that the police and their prosecution wing, because of the kind of control and the systems that happen in there. We also know that the Attorney General's department, it's almost like because of it's a wing of government. That's why there were suggestions that you separate the Attorney General's department from the Ministry of Justice, so that one job is being done by the special prosecutor or any ombudsman or any independent body, then the other is being done by a government agency that's just supposed to do what happens in there. Because consistently, we're so clear in our mind that it was becoming too difficult. You watch the kind of work that Matsamidi had to do on somebody or an institution that he was investigating, and the police came out to clear the person. It's a CID report or so. Immediately, you make it look like there's nothing there to look into the first place. So, further to that, any movement from the special prosecutor will be problematic. I was one of those who had suggested that if you're going to put somebody in there, it should be somebody like Martin Amidu. And he was appointed. Of course, the tender did not go well. But if you put everything else aside, he raised issues that I was afraid this same prosecutor will face. Issues of funding, issues about resources, issues about the political will to promote such an office and make it work properly. But as Domelo has said before, when you fight corruption, it will hit back.
Fight back, yeah.
I am particularly interested in how basically all of the industry players in the sector are ganging up issuing statements. Some of them not so coherent statements anyway. But they're all coming up for one thing. I am convinced that if we really have to fight the corruption properly, it should be very possible for independent resources to come to the special prosecutor, that its charge should be directly on the consolidated fund, not controlled by central government and its operations from the Ministry of Finance, and then not dictated by, because you can use funding and resources to frustrate the person so that they don't get an office running. You see how the back and forth was with Martin over office, going to open it, who should staff it, who should get in there and all of that. I just hope, with the greatest of respect, if we mean business, that we will not frustrate this man in the performance of this city. See, states have people they call our last hope. Mostly the Office of Special independent institutions of state are the ones that protect the ordinary people, take back money, because politics is strong. And that part of the world, it's even stronger because the powers involved are so much and the abuse of power is so huge. Ideally, if people have conscience in this country, merely because you're on a board, it means that you refrain from doing direct business with that institution. And if so, you should be above board all the time, because of the possibility of the influence you could have on the institution. So everything we do should be above board.
But we really don't think that way.
And if there's such a report written about your institution, again, if we mean business, if we are people with conscience, you would have said, okay, let me step aside, because this is not the very practice that I use to advise the executive president on. But this is the Republic of Ghana. People are ganging up to defend institutions, perhaps in the same fray, perhaps doing the same things, are all ganging up and saying that no, there's something wrong somewhere. And people who even said that they wanted to be president are part of the people who are defending this. We have a long way to go. But if we do not have conscionable men and institutions like what the special prosecutor is doing, and if they don't get the support, they'll get tired. There are human beings involved. There are institutions that also have families protected and all of that. I am insisting that Parliament should really look at the law, charge it directly to the consolidated fund. Let it be compulsory for the release of funds to be given to this institution, so that their independence can be cast strongly, not even in stone, but with God, in such a way that we cannot influence it. Because as we speak, it's starting from SEPs. Let it go deeper into government officials. Let it be some minister tomorrow. You will see what the reaction will be. You remember the reaction to the Sir John incident?
So it kind of supports the suggestion that the government is only pretending to fight corruption, because that one step that they have to take in order for that fight to actually happen is to fund the institution they've set up to do it. So any delay in funding that institution is a delay in fighting corruption. So government is delaying the fight against
perhaps
corruption.
He didn't get the memo. Perhaps they expected a lame duck. Perhaps they expect someone who will not do the job properly.
Perhaps they were pretending.
Yeah.
Which is a pity. Because look, this particular case points out a flaw in a very important sector of our economy, the ports. The ports. We've all heard about the suggestion that we are losing about 34 billion a year. Do you know what 34 billion can do for this country?
Compared to E-levy was just 7.9 billion or 6.9 billion.
We are going to the IMF. If we had 34 billion, would we be going to the IMF? So that thing is a leaking sieve, which is keeping us poor when we should be rich. Any leader who wants this country to be rich should not be neglecting the leakage at the ports.
And any leader who really means business would have sacked the people who are doing so, or even condoning it, or even purporting to do something about it, yet doing nothing about it.
At least one president in our history thought it was important enough to go there and speak his mind to the workers. I'm sure you can all remember this.
I'm really upset, and I think that I should let you know. I was waiting for the Anas video to be shown, and that confirmed the reports that I've been having all along. Officers of customs, you are Ghanaian citizens. You have to help us to build a better Ghana. But if this is the kind of behavior, this is the kind of attitude that you have, you are not helping us in any way. Indeed, today, I came to express my disgust and my revulsion at the way some of you are helping to erode the benefits that we are making or we have to give to our people. You are in charge of revenue. Every day we hear reports about malpractices. People collecting bribes with careless abandon. People who think that they are entitled to take bribes. How can we get rid of corruption? I'm not saying that nobody should appreciate the work that you are doing. But when you make it a condition, somebody should give you some money before you perform your duties. I've known Customs for quite some time. I was Commissioner of Internal Revenue. And the announced video confirmed the fears I've had for quite some time. Look at yourself. I want to talk very frankly to you. Somebody joins Customs, 2-3 years, the person is putting up a building. The person owns a car. In what organization will it take you 3 years to build? And it is not the exception. It is the rule. Very often, my Minister for Finance is worried about the fiscal gap that we have. And your duty is to collect, to display transparency in the way you operate. And I'm happy with the initiative that General Mode has taken. And I give him my full support. My brothers and sisters, let me be very honest with you. If it means transferring everybody, I will give him the authority to do so. If it means changing all the people in Customs, I will do so. Because we do not owe anybody anything. But I know there are good people amongst you. The good people should be influencing the bad ones. Because your reputation now has been soiled. And this is something that we have known all along. And I want to use this occasion to send a signal to your colleagues at Aflao. I'm aware of what they are doing. And very soon we'll descend on them.
Tell me where we're gonna run go. After making our motherland a better place to live. Tell me where we're gonna run go. When them say we have to pay for the oxygen we breathe. Answer me now, Mr. Big Man. You know this everybody want to go and go off for it. Simple life. It's all we want. Give me clothes, give me love and give me shelter, shelter. Simple life. It's all we want to live. Give me food, give me clothes, give me love and give me shelter, shelter. Yeah, wouldn't you hear me please? This is when you sang me, I sing from the deep. Down in me heart and me I feel like to weep. Only but thing I go on where the people can't keep, can't sleep. But
And I even sent people to go and tell him that he's a small boy. I'm older than him. I have lived a meaningful life. If he attempts to destroy me, it won't be easy for him.
Tell me where we gonna run go. After making our motherland a better place to live. Tell me where we gonna run go. When them say we have to pay for the oxygen we breathe. Answer me now, Mr. Big Man. You know this everybody want to go and go off for it. A simple life. It's all we want to live.
Joy 99.7 FM.
This was Kwame's life before Interplast in Green Irrigation System.
Kwame, sorry, what could it from?
In the dry season, Kwame would use buckets to water his 5-acre farm. By evening, he's so tired. So his wife said,
Oh, Kwame, Emre Dania, Danny B, haven't you heard of in-green drip irrigation pipe?
In-green drip irrigation pipe?
Yes, Akosia told me they use it. See how green their fields are, even in the dry season. You just set it and then it waters the whole place. No waste, save time and money, and we can farm all year round.
Hey, Ajua, what can I say?
It's dry buckets, not in-green drip pipes. Nanya time, mommy.
Good farmers harvest all year with InGreen. Call us now on 0302 819 000. Another quality solution from Interplast.
Ojam, why you make quiet like that?
Oh, Charlie, I'll go do some POP, give somebody where the cornice is not fine, cry.
I always they tell you, see, for decorative roses and cornices, the solution be interface. Them have different imported cornices and roses in different designs and shapes. Installing them be so easy, and it go give your customer the finishing he wants.
Ojam, take me go interface right now before I lose this customer.
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274-999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook Interface Limited GH. Instagram interface.limited.
Millennium Insurance has enhanced its motor insurance policy cover to make life more comfortable for you, our valued clients, and in the event of vehicle breakdown whilst on the road. To ensure your safety and that of your vehicle, Millennium Insurance will ensure that your broken down vehicle is towed to a safe place within 1 hour of call and 30 kilometers radius from the place of breakdown. This service is absolutely free. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner, is on standby to be of service to you. Contact us now on 0501 394 997 or 0501 285 821. Terms and conditions apply.
Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Kickstart your day the safe and right way with a freshly brewed cup of piping hot coffee from Shell Bakery or Vida E Cafe. Reconnect and catch up with friends and unwind over cheesy burger goodness during your lunch break at Burger King. Relax this evening with drinks and meals at Honeysuckle and Starbites.
Relax and enjoy the perfect weekend plan filled with fun, food, and family at KFC, Burger King, or Starbites.
Refuel your energy at Shell and let your adventure drive you on this road trip.
Take a break at any of our Shell stations and enjoy any of these great offers from our partner restaurants. Shell, go well.
Melcom Best Buy is on. Though we are still in tough times, Melcom says we're there for you. Save big at Melcom when you best buy your groceries, electronics, furniture, and all your daily need items at the lowest prices. Melcom, your one-stop supermarket for all your daily needs. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana truly saves. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Football's greatest season is here, and DSTV is the stadium with all the action. Enjoy every single match from the FIFA World Cup, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, the UEFA Europa League, and the UEFA Champions League. The greatest football from the greatest leagues around the world. Ronaldo, Haaland, Messi, Salah, Afena-Gyan, and Benzema. All week, every week. Get your decoder today for just 169 Ghana cedis and upgrade to Compact and be part of sport's greatest stadium only on DSTV. DSTV, it's your moment.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
99.7 FM.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's an all that Peter is gold. After story had never been told. So now you see the light. Hey, stand up for your right. Come on, get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up.
Welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show, and you've been tweeting hard about this customs issue. At Cas1D says, the customs boss conjectures genuine fight back or only fretting for the expose. At Junior_Masawudu says, with all this Colonel Damwa Wahala and downgraded rating agencies, our president still says his men are outstanding than even Angel Gabriel in heaven. At Adiku Selop says, Customs has always been a citadel of corruption. At Prince Pra says, can we kindly ask the lawyer to educate us on Customs Act 2015 981? At Tebi_Henry says, corruption has become a major social intervention in this Ghana. The fighters of corruption are being fought. At Yendi Malik says, in Ghana, if you're trying to fight corruption, the system will fight you back. And at Patrick Tieku says, isn't there anything good about this government? Not even one. Well, I mean, I asked the governed to tell us. Right now, though.
Joy 99.7 FM. Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Jama, nada.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Any brana say yakuma. Nibana fono brana. Bese mikumnyana say yemuma. I brought in some money across. Yeah, bravo. That is even to be bravo. Ramagena control money. Oh, yeah. Must have no question, Nipan and Penica. Dear, when you can come go into Muda. Aba, Onya Membrana Faya Swakina, Yadani, and this one as a phone, a year Bunipa, anyone you will, any ferry, the penny, dear, won't ya to say yes. Over your big one as a woman and if any favor. Touch a Madame Bosch, I would also need now on Teda. On Teda, Oyamiachi for the put the money. If you say when you said that your web wakonta, I could also trust him, not so much any Nika. Near Pusoni and on or your Gigi Sika. Send your mema Peter Chedia was I here the check. By the time I saw my major consultation number. Yes, please tobacco, Draco Pro tobacco, about it just getting the more and that be where the differ. Well, we are minipa, for any deeper, and the Debbie, I can carry when him train and Sompa. Charlie, it's not funny anymore. No, some other believers even declare holy war. Charlie, tell me what you holy about this war. And then the people can not get what more? Any Brenna say, Yakuma.
This is Joy 99.7 FM. I think I'd love to hear your views on this. Let's quickly talk about a few things to spend our money on and see if we can open the lines, okay? So first, listen, today you need to check out kingdomstoreonline.com. You can buy whatever you like from them via Momo, and they will deliver to your home or office in good time. It doesn't matter which network you're on, you can pay for stuff at kingdomstoreonline.com. And if you're in Accra or Tema, they will even deliver for free. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. So, do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? Do you want a vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams? Then enjoy all of this and more, plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained to UK standards at their ultra-modern campus. For more information, go to lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact them via email. It's admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. All right, so Ohima Mercy Ministries and Outreach, in partnership with Soul Brother Records and ICGC Calvary Temple, presents Tabia Tehila Experience 2022, Clouds of Glory. Performing on the night at the Accra edition, Joe Metal, CC Chum, SK Frimpong, Pastor Isaiah, MOG, FA Grace, Kofi Pepra, guest Benjamin Dubé of South Africa, Lebo Seg Kobela, South Africa, and Mr. M and Revelation from Nigeria, with ministration from the founder and president of Tehila Experience, Ohima Mercy, celebrating 9 years of Tehila Experience. It's on the 14th of August from 4 p.m. at the ICGC Calvary Temple, Sakumono Spintex. When anxiety attacks, your sorrow will turn into joy. It's sponsored by Tabia, Vodafone, Total Family Health Organization, Wilmar Africa, producers of Fritol, Jama Soap, A Life Soap, and Fortune Rice, Fan Milk, Aqua Blue, Natural Mineral Water, Hallmark Cafe, Lucozade, Ala Foods, Blue Band, Beta Malt, Niche Cocoa Drink, Peak Yogurt, 3 Crowns, Dan's World Services, Meridian Natural Mineral Water, Decor Zone, Dan's World International Services, and Kaya Tours. Logistics and media support is by Big Ideas, Rhythm Africa, and TFS, as well as Adum FM, Joy FM, Adum TV, and Hits FM. Admission is free, or COVID protocols will be observed. So people still hear that dull caller tone when they call you. Listen, MTN wants you to bring some life to your caller ringback tune, okay, with your favorite music. So if you like high life, hip hop, hip life, or gospel, then just dial *1355#, choose from a wide range of music options, and that's it. Everyone who calls you will get to listen and dance to your favorite music too. Get a dope caller ringback tone today and enjoy life only on MTN. All right, let me tell you about the Made in Ghana Expo. 60 German-trained Ghanaian SMEs from 3 different sectors: agri-processing and cosmetics, wood processing and furniture production, and from the garment, textile, and fashion sectors will showcase their products in exhibition style on Saturday, August 13 at the Accra International Conference Center. Come in with your family, your friends, and your loved ones to experience a variety of products from fresh and processed food products, furniture, cosmetics, clothing, and a host of others, made to international standards and discounted just for you. It's Saturday, August 13 from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. at the AICC. For more information, call or send a WhatsApp to 055 856 7260. The exhibition is brought to you by Invest for Jobs, an initiative of the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, BMZ. It's implemented by GIZ Ghana and supported by Cognos International.
Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. Joy 99.7 FM.
Each and every day, time is getting harder. Some of them are holla, some are gone. Each and every day, time is getting harder. Some of them are holla, some are gone. They can't get no food to eat, can't get no clothes to wear, nowhere to lay their weary head. They go to bed with wants and they wake up with need. Some of them are holla, some are gone. Working man want this, working man want that. Lazy man him want it just the same. We got to make an effort to get our necessities, Lord. Some of them are holla, some are gone. You forward to the market to make a small purchase. Every item rise up sky high. Team brother. The longer you live, the more you got to pay, Lord. Some of them are holla, some are ball.
Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best.
All right. Well, listen, tomorrow is Friday, right?
Yeah.
And there's a general mood in this country right now. People are feeling a shift in their standard of living, a real shift. In the past, when economic hardships came along, you might find yourself having to maybe, just sort of hold things together for a month or two, maybe deny yourself one or two little things. But generally, your standard of living remains the same. People are finding that they can now afford a different standard of living to the one they used to. Okay, so big decisions are being made. People are moving houses. People are changing jobs. People are moving their children from one school to another.
Parking cars.
People are parking cars and walking or taking trotro. There are real differences in the way our lives are, the way we can afford our lifestyles. And tomorrow, I wonder if we can try and paint a real picture of this. Okay? So my son goes to a school that I think is brilliant. Mm-hmm. It's a very good school. But my CD is getting weaker and weaker and weaker.
Yeah.
So every term, the fees are getting less and less affordable.
That's true.
So now I'm finding myself wondering whether I should make a decision that will deeply impact my child's future by moving him to a school that is cheaper. I never had to worry about that in the past.
And you're not alone. There are so many other people that when they hear of inflation, they may not connect it to what they are doing directly. But inflation is basically what happened in the last month when prices were on the increase, the rate at which they were increasing. And when they are sieved together and aggregated, that's the reality on the ground. But we'll take it from sector to sector. What's really happening to our economy here? Why is the city behaving the way it's behaving? What can we do about it? When can we get it fixed? And whether where we are, it's temporary, permanent, or it's going to get worse. All of these expectations, all of the things that you need to plan the rest of your year, the rest of the year, the next 1 year, 2 years, and what you should be expecting in the coming months is what we'll be discussing. We will be letting you understand why things are where they are today and how they are directly impacting the amount of money you have in your pocket today, from toilet rolls straight to the toothpick and everything you seem to be buying, and why the prices are galloping at the rate they are galloping. And when you put all of them together, how they affect every individual's pocket, be it rich, poor, or in the middle, and what changes you may have to make going forward to cope with the situation that we find ourselves here.
So tomorrow we're doing that. We're painting that real picture. And it might not be pretty, but you'll be shocked at how many people are in the same boat as you. You might even hear some tips and ideas on how you can solve some of the problems that have suddenly emerged in your life. Even how I eat, Charlie. How I eat has changed.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things you have to do. And I was saying that it sounds like a joke to people. Somebody can invite you to a party. But when you consider the transportation cost going there, you take out everything and say, okay, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
To a wedding, to social events.
Yeah.
The things that you could easily travel and go and do, connect with family and all of that. The frequency with which you can do some of these things, when you require the transportation cost, the fuel, plus any other thing involved, who you have to give money to, how much you can dole out to family members, and the number of people who keep increasingly asking you for money compared to previous times.
Yeah.
All of those things are signals of what's happening in the economy, and that's what we'll put in the right perspective.
Yeah, indeed. You'll be shocked at the number of things people are now classifying as luxury.
Yeah.
Even fitness, your own health and fitness.
Yeah.
People are classifying that as luxury now.
Oh, certainly.
In the past, it was a necessity, something that you did because you had to. Now you are wondering whether you really need to go to the gym 3 times a week.
Or get a massage.
Oh.
Which might be good for your back. I mean, in all fairness, so that it doesn't get worse because of what you do.
Samuel Dame wants to invite fire. We will not do that. Listen, stay tuned.
The frequency with which you do haircuts.
Yes, that has definitely changed. Yes, that has definitely changed. Please, Raymond's Yomo is pro bono. We're back tomorrow on the Super Morning Show, and we don't want you to miss a moment of it, okay? It's a real conversation. We will all be able to find ourselves in it, and who knows what we will learn. Stay tuned, okay? In the meantime, listen, keep your radio stuck on Joy 99.7 FM. DJ Obete, say goodbye for us.
What's this week? Coffee in your cup. Enjoy the set. The Super Morning Show is Joy.